YouTube, y'all come with raps, crazies, conspiracies, like some like Tupac is still alive. Drake ended up knocking off X. Bro, there's literally so many rap conspiracies. Let me know the ones y'all believe that's true. But welcome new people, new subscribers. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Users claiming that Eminem is an industry plant, to the rumor that Drake had XXX testosterone eliminated.
I tried to tell
y'all
y'all,
rap's craziest conspiracies. First, let's start with hip-hop's dark connection to the Illuminati.
No artist in this industry.
Another thing, do y'all believe in the Illuminati? Like, see, bro, like my thing is, bro, I don't know, bro. I see, I used to be like a conspiracy theorist. I used to be all up in that shit. Now I'm like, nigga, that's when I was like 8, 9, 10. Like now, I don't know what the hell that shit is no more. To be honest, I ain't gonna catch me.
That's doing
I hear so much
with
though.
these platforms that haven't sold their souls.
Please tell what that is. Can somebody explain to me what it is?
The book trilogy would be released, reminding the world of the existence of the Illuminati.
What is that?
A secret organization comprised of the rich and powerful of the society, seeking to control the world. The books were fictional adaptations, but were mixed in with enough truth to make it seem somewhat believable. However, by 1995, the Illuminati would make their first appearance in hip-hop through the rapper Prodigy in his line from I Shot Ya, saying, this simple line was dished out in the middle of a triangle of beef involving Tupac, Prodigy, and Keith Murray. Unsurprisingly, the Illuminati rumors kicked off from there, since anything involving Tupac during that time spread like wildfire. It also didn't help that Tupac himself referenced the Illuminati in multiple songs. He even explained how he first heard about them in prison and was against what they stood for.
Niggas is telling about the Illuminati shit while in jail, right? Like, right. That's another way to keep yourself safe. That's another way to keep you unconfident, right? And I'm putting the K because I'm killing that Illuminati.
I know a lot of people say Jay-Z.
Since that time, the Illuminati theory has only gotten stronger in hip-hop. From Jay-Z's Rock Nation hand sign depicting the triangle from the Eye of Providence, to Drake's OVO imprint depicting an owl, which was the preferred animal for the founders of the Illuminati. Everything down to Lil Wayne's tattoos and Kanye West's music video for Power have all been criticized by theorists for having satanic symbolism. But if you ask Kanye, it's all just a distraction from the real people who secretly run the world.
No. I think my first time re-looking into that shit, bro, do y'all remember that one Lil Wayne music video with Drake, bro? Like, it was so demonic. I was like, for no reason though. Like, the song was like regular. Like, it could have been a regular big booty, money flashing type of song. Like, they could, but it was so like demonic. And I think it had Nicki Minaj in it too. It was just like, I remember watching that like a jit. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I remember questioning it back then. See, it's like, my thing is, why is everything gotta be so demonic? Y'all remember, like, I think it was like maybe 1920 when it was like Lil Nas X. It was like so many people coming out with demonic stuff. Lil Nas dropping the demonic shoes, and like there was so many people playing on like the demonized 666 like wave. I never understood it.
World.
Lil Uzi too.
First off, fuck that mean. When they think a nigga is super rich, people just start coming up with stupid shit.
When asked about his ties to the Illuminati in 2015, Kanye West said, if there was actually an Illuminati, it would be more like the energy companies, not celebrities that gave their life to music and who are pinpointed as decoys for people who really run the world. I'm tired of people pinpointing musicians as the Illuminati. However, some artists believe the opposite, leaning into all the conspiracy theories and even claiming that they are part of the group.
This Illuminati flight school, you already heard me. He is an Illuminati, I'm in the Illuminati.
Yeah, they said that I sell my soul, so I just tell them the truth. It's time for me to just keep it 100 with y'all. Yes, they got me in this I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting so much money. I don't want to get out of it.
See, she's trolling.
People aren't really sure whether the Illuminati actually exists or not. Still, most people seem to agree that there is some form of secret organization that influences the industry in some capacity. But where the conspiracy falls short is the idea that every single successful person is a part of said organization. This especially holds true after the release of Cat Williams' controversial interview earlier in 2024.
So there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing. and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and could.
This interview, y'all, has literally changed the whole year, bruh. There's so much truth have been dropping this year. So many people being exposed. So, bro, there's been so many things happening. This nigga called it. Like, pinpoint called everything. And I mean, it's only July. So just imagine what's finna come out later in the months. Like, I still don't think this year is as crazy as 2020, but shit. Because I remember 2020 started off crazy. It was like World War III. It's like World War III, Kobe died. Like, bro, there was so many things. Back to back to back to back to back to back. I was like, damn.
Couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies.
Yeah, it's disrespectful because people act like they don't believe in God and hard work. And it only seems like black people do that to each other.
It's like, how can you discredit these people for working all their motherfucking life, and now since they doing so well, they gotta be.
Oh God, that is lame.
However,
That
there's
is
only
lame.
one person in hip hop that we can truly label as the devil. He's said to have crushed anyone who got in his way, and is currently in prison serving out a 28-year sentence. You see, most people believe that the rap godfather Eazy-E died of HIV. And while this is pretty believable, being that he was known to live a promiscuous lifestyle, fathering 7 children with 6 different women, some people like hip-hop legend Frost strongly believe that there was way more to his passing than people let on.
No girls ever came forward saying that they got
How do you get HIV?
Easy or taint.
My dumb ass. I'm asking dumb ass questions. Never mind, bro. Never mind. Chill.
To this day, and
Cause I'm like, my bad, bro. I'm trying to think. Cause I'm like, how does he had to like sleep with somebody who has HIV? Because like, there's niggas out here with 12, 15 kids. Literally, I like, bro. Who's that football player who just had his 15th kid, bro? Like, oh my, is it Lamar Jackson? I don't want to. I think it's Lamar Jackson. But like, niggas like that, like young NBA young boy Ludacris. What's that other nigga, bro? There's so many people with so many kids, bro.
we got it on film. You could tell the world. They gave a cane and needle with acupuncture.
Bro, no, it's Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
He got hurt in Honda Valley on quadrunners, and he was riding quads. And what happened is that someone, I don't want to say the name, but people know the name. I don't want to say that name because it's the devil's name. But, you know, another person in rap, if you know your history of rap, calls him the devil. So if you know your history of rap, the West Coast rap, you know who I'm saying.
What's weird about Eazy-E's death is just how quickly he succumbed to the illness. From a diagnosis in February to a death certificate in March, it didn't make sense for him to pass on that quickly.
That is crazy.
Especially because he was said to be perfectly fine and normal in the months leading up to the diagnosis. Another interesting thing to note is that his wife and kid born a year prior didn't get the disease.
How can somebody die that fast of AIDS? Have you even heard of somebody dying in 2 weeks of AIDS, bro? Come on.
That is crazy.
It's just unheard of, bro. So
that is wild.
I'm in the hospital. I contracted the AIDS virus. 2 weeks later, March 26th or whatever, I fall out and I die.
To give some context as to why this theory holds some water, it's important to note that the late 80s to early 90s were a time where the entire hip-hop scene was being run by the NWA crew, who were signed through Eazy-E and his Ruthless Records. However, things went sour between his crew and Dr. Dre figured out they were getting exploited by Eazy-E and his manager Jerry Heller. Dr. Dre tried to leave the predatory deal, but was denied exit by Eazy-E. And that's when Dr. Dre brought in Suge Knight, a retired football player with a lot of street ties, who was just dipping his feet into the music industry. He was brought in to handle the situation and get Dre out of the contract with Ruthless Records so he could sign with Death Row. But this would mark the beginning of Suge Knight's notorious run in the music industry. It was said that he allegedly threatened Eazy-E and his manager with baseball bats, and when he didn't give in, Suge Knight pulled a piece of paper with his mom's address on it, forcing him to release Dr. Dre. After this, it was said that
nigga, imagine that nigga tell you, like, nigga, like this before like phones for real, y'all. Like, so just imagine how crazy this is. like nigga, like you can't look up Google Maps and like this back then. So like imagine you be like, nah, bro, fuck that. And nigga be like nigga just slide like, yeah, ain't this your mom address, nigga? What the fuck? I'm like, Like what? At that point, you gotta do it. Like at that point, nigga.
Eazy-E was planning to get rid of Suge Knight, but was convinced not to by his manager since they were still making a ton of money off selling records, and it wouldn't be worth it if he ended up in jail. But sadly, it seemed like the devil got him first. After recording Real Motherfucking G's, which was a diss track on Dr. Dre. Fast forward all these years later, and now there's a long-running conspiracy theory that Suge Knight was actually the one who killed Eazy-E by injecting the NWA legend with AIDS. And this theory would only intensify in 2003 when Suge Knight made an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live following his release from jail. During the interview, he shockingly revealed that his preferred method of eliminating someone was by injecting them with AIDS, rather than shooting them, and even referred to it as the Eazy-E thing.
It's a new thing, right?
Yeah.
See, if somebody gonna do something about it. See, technology is so high, right?
Right.
So if you shoot somebody, you go to jail forever. So the kids, you don't want to go to jail forever, right? So they got this new thing out there. People say them all the time. They got this stuff they call, they get blood from somebody with AIDS, and they shoot you with it.
Oh, so that seems bad.
That's
Yeah.
a slow death.
This nigga's guilty. What the fuck? Like he's guilty. I ain't never. This nigga look. He just admitted to it. What the fuck? Wait. What did he go to jail for? If he didn't go to jail for this nigga, we should add that to his sentence. What the hell?
Easy thing, you know what I mean?
However, one of the group's main members,
They laughing, but he dead ass. Like he dead serious.
Ice Cube, broke his silence on this rumor in May of 2023 on the Impulsive podcast, where he said,
How would he do
Through
that?
an interview with you.
And Easy would never tell anybody that.
No, maybe Easy didn't even know. Because you just post somebody, like, and they don't even know. Maybe they were at a club or some shit, you know?
Nah, I think if somebody poke you one of them goddamn needles, you know. You know.
Stupid ass.
You know. I mean, just say this happened. Easy would tell somebody, this motherfucker poked me with some shit.
No, but it does happen. It does happen in clubs. Remember Dylan? Didn't it used to be a thing for a while where like people were doing that? And, like you might not even.
Now, if he
know
was
this.
unconscious, and I don't know. You know, it's like I don't know. It just sounds.
They do it in the shit in clubs?
If Easy
Hell
would have
no.
known he got poked, he would have said something. If he didn't know he got poked, then the conspiracy lives on.
it wouldn't be a hip-hop conspiracy video if we didn't talk about
That nigga basically said nothing. Like nigga said if he knew he got posted, he would have said something. If he didn't, the conspiracy live on. What the hell, nigga? What the fuck?
one of the most controversial
Shit,
artists
really,
ever
he didn't have no
emerged from
damn
the genre.
time. Nigga
As
died in 2
Eminem
weeks.
rapidly began dominating hip-hop since he teamed up with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine in 1997, some people believe that his placement in the game was orchestrated by the elites. And instead of him making it to the top through his lyricism or song-making abilities,
That nigga
the
is
white
cold.
rapper from Detroit, Michigan became one of the earliest examples of industry plants infiltrating the music scene. According to Wikipedia, the term industry plant commonly refers to musicians who quickly find success regardless of skill or merit, and purposely describe themselves as self-made and independent despite being heavily supported by a record label, or having other resources and connections to the music industry that they intentionally hide, while also being more focused on business than artistic expression. If you listen to Eminem for any period of time, you would immediately...
Wait, 4 Bats? I feel like 4 Bats is on that list. Maybe Ian too. Like Ian, like that nigga blew up quick.
be able to tell that none of these terms could be used to describe Eminem. While it might seem like he had a quick rise to fame because of the Dr. Dre cosign,
Nigga like
people
Lil Baby
fail to
Father.
mention the years he spent on the battle rap scene, scrapping by for any opportunity he could get.
Rain can come from anywhere. When the intern in my office says to me, I saw this guy at the rap battle last night. I said, if you get me a CD, I will give it to Dre.
I would go to Jimmy's house and have listening sessions. He was trying to help me figure out where I was going to go with my music. He would take me down to his garage. There was cassette tapes everywhere. And I remember him picking up this cassette tape. He popped this in. And I was like, what the fuck? And who the fuck is that? Rewind it.
It's no surprise that industry greats like 50 Cent always seem to come to M's defense whenever people cast doubt on him because of his race.
Hip-hop is black music, without question. And unfortunately for some people, it's tough to accept that you got a white artist that does it better than black artists. It is what it is. You know, and you can put either one, you can get whoever you feel like is the best black artist and stand them face to face in a room with him, and he'll eat that alive.
Well, y'all feel like gonna win between a rap battle between Eminem and Lil Wayne? Y'all let me know down in the comments.
Right now, if you had them prepare themselves in whatever
I
way
think
they
that'd
would
be-
have to
I think
prepare
that'd be a hard
themselves to
ass
come
battle.
to battle, and I I bet what I have, everything I have.
But this doesn't stop people like Lord Jamar from trying to discredit Eminem's entire career whenever he's in front of the camera.
And at the end of the day, a lot of their success comes from the machine's bias towards their skin color. And they have to know that and realize that. Don't let your fucking sales fool you, because sales have nothing to do with how good you are. That's just how sellable you are. That's just, you're easy to sell. That doesn't mean you're
Is that true? Is that true? Does your sales not equal up to how good you are? I'm trying to think. What does that mean? Like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of somebody that kind of like correlates to. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe like if you sell, like, say like you're a music artist and you sell like crazy amount of like copies of your album, whatever, EP, whatever, and does that mean like you're just sellable? I don't know. I feel like you gotta be good and then you become sellable. Once you become sellable, it doesn't matter if you're good. That's what I believe. Now that I'm thinking about it.
However, Eminem has propagated a few conspiracies on his own. In his viral 2018 MGK diss track, Eminem spits, "But Kells, the day you put out a hit is the day that Diddy admits that he put out the hit that got Pac killed." Although he claims the bar was just a joke at the end of the song, the seeds were already planted and it got people talking about the mysterious murderer of Tupac Shakur. You see, Tupac and Suge Knight had been in beef with Diddy of Bad Boy Records, which involved a lot of gang violence between the two camps. So when Tupac died in 1996, a lot of fingers were pointed towards Diddy as one of the prime suspects. At the time, there wasn't any proof of evidence tying Diddy to the crime, but as the years went by, with more and more people piecing together the story,
That's the hand he beat Cassie with, bro.
a documentary would be released claiming that Diddy was responsible for the crime. When he discussed the documentary on The Breakfast Club, his response only fueled further suspicions.
Now, it was a documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, Chester, we don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there with all due respect. But I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you have somebody kill Pac? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
This reaction from Diddy got people saying stuff like this in the comments. "I've only done 1 year of psychology class and I can tell something isn't right. I've been around many liars in my lifetime. Puff lying. Body language speaks volumes." Fast forward to 20...
Let me read that nigga body language one more time.
We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother.
Hold on.
So we not...
I'm gonna go further.
Of evidence tying Diddy to the crime. But as the years went by, with more and more people piecing together the story, a documentary would be released claiming that Diddy was responsible for the crime. When he discussed the documentary on The Breakfast Club, his response only fueled further suspicions.
Now, it was a documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, Chester.
Okay. So immediately he brings the mic closer.
So we don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain them.
He started fidgeting with the pen, started poking on his face. But he been holding the pen, so maybe he just...
Nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to even go there with all due respect. But I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you have somebody kill Pac? But no, you have to do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
This reaction from Diddy got...
I don't know. I can't read that nigga. That nigga's good, though. If he did kill that nigga, I can't really read that nigga. I'm really good with body language. Like he rubbing his head, but like that's about it. Like, he really ain't stutter. Like, hold on. One more time.
With all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
And he got the
7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you have somebody kill Pac?
That's a smart
But
move.
no, you have to do it like a journalist.
He's smart because he probably knew this question's coming up. Get the glasses on so you really can't see his expression. This nigga, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga's pretty smart. Like, he probably knew. Like, this probably around the time the documentary came out. Probably knew it was finna come out. They probably finna ask this wild ass question because it's one in Charlemagne and nigga brought in glasses so you really can see his expression.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense.
One thing I can say, I know this from Mr. He's calculated. He's very calculated.
This reaction from Diddy got people saying stuff like this in the comments. "I've only done 1 year of psychology class and I can tell something isn't right. I've been around many liars in my lifetime. Puff lying. Body language speaks volumes." Fast forward to 2024, and there's no need to ponder anymore. As with all the new information coming to light about Diddy's many crimes, and the alleged killer of Tupac's name dropping Diddy, it's pretty safe to say that Diddy was involved in some capacity.
PPD is now charged with ordering Tupac Shakur's murder. PPD told the cops years ago that Combs offered $1 million to anyone willing to kill Tupac Shakur, and Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight. It's important to note that Sean Combs has never ever been charged in connection to Tupac Shakur's death, but his name came up many times in the grand jury testimony that led to PPD being charged. The night that Tupac Shakur was killed, a witness testified that Eric Zip Martin, an associate of Sean Combs, gave PPD the gun the night that Tupac was shot.
While that mystery could be said to be solved, the fans of the deceased rapper XXXTentacion proposed another conspiracy theory involving Drake.
Okay, y'all, I'm a big X fan, so listen, I remember when this happened, So, why do we think Drake killed X? Let's go through the timeline, because I remember when X was coming up, I was a fan, he was in jail, and I remember Drake dropping a song that kind of sounded like X. I think it was "Look at Me" song, and then they had beef, and then Drake, like, it was like back and forth kinda ish. But I'm not remembering why we think Drake killed X. I know, like, there's a lot of weird things Drake said after X death, but is there more to it? Let me know down in the comments. Or he might let me know here.
The theory that Drake killed XXXTentacion didn't just come out of nowhere. In fact, Drake and X have been involved in the beef since Drake's hit song KMT came out, which X claimed was a copy of his flow of his hit song Look at Me, while the young rapper was in prison. And believe it or not, this is a claim that a lot of people seem to agree with.
Drake hit up a DJ that I fuck with, and bruh told me, he was like, yo, nigga Drake, watch your interview. He said he fuck with you. He said he go call your manager within the next few days.
Okay.
So I'm amped up. Nigga, I fuck with Drake.
Yeah.
You feel me? Drake a genius.
I love that nigga energy, bro.
He was supposed to contact one of my managers. So he doesn't do it. That same fucking week, bro.
Demon just got up. I get my flow in the bag.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, you could take his verse, like they did a mashup.
That shit is
Taking my dick in my pants. My cadence is literally just at the same tempo. It's not offbeat at all.
Now, it's important to note that X's flow on Look at Me is also very similar to Lil Uzi's song Super Saiyan Trunks, which was many months earlier before Look at Me. So it's not valid to say the flow was copied if he might have copied it from someone else as well. Anyways, things would heat up between them as X would now begin to mention Drake's mother and trash Drake for his fake accents. But Drake did not engage with any of the provocations.
Hey, tell Drake, Mom, I want some tapioca pudding. hey, tell this pussy nigga Drake, stop speaking patois. You are not Jamaican. I'm a real fucking Jamaican. I'm from fucking Kingston. All of my family is from Kingston. Stop stealing my people's culture.
However, Drake's homie 600 Breezy from Chicago.
Damn, that nigga was calling him a culture vulture back then. Damn, y'all, bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Like, now that like this Drake beef and Kendrick beef been going on, bro, I didn't realize this been like little seeds like throughout years, literally.
To get involved in the beef, which is now the main piece of evidence people are using to tie Drake to X's death.
Anytime I ask my homie, can I get on somebody's ass, he always say no, and this time he just gave me a shrug, like it's whatever, because he...
Which X responded saying,
I got a couple niggas that'll knock you off in your own city. In your own fucking city.
However, when XXXTentacion was killed in a botched robbery, the Drake feature on Travis Scott's Sicko Mode was released. XXXTentacion's friend Tankhead started to spread this conspiracy that Drake was responsible for XXXTentacion's death and was mocking him in the music video. Tankhead pointed to the scene in the video where a figure resembling XXXTentacion gets crushed by a meteor. However, academics later debunked this theory.
Drake did not fucking direct it. Drake is not giving creative instructions when it comes to video. Travis Scott takes...
That doesn't even make sense. You like to believe that Drake doesn't give any. I feel like Drake did give like at least some, like, especially on his part. What the hell?
Very much pride in crafting his videos and working with his team to come up with.
You don't, DJ Academics. You don't think Drake at least been like, hey bro, let's do this. Look, I want to come in like this. Hey, this would probably be good. And they bounce off each other ideas. You don't think they did that? Come on now, let's be for real.
Experience. Drake is not coming on set like, yo, let's get a scene and a lookalike for X that I can throw another shot at this guy who died.
But the conspiracies only got stronger during that time, as people would begin to look through Drake's music and begin insinuating that Drake was making references after having X killed. He has lines like this from his song Upset, where he says, I go out on tour and I say I'm drinking less, end up getting loose and getting pictures from my XXXX. SMS, XXX, that's the only time I ever shoot below the neck, which can easily be interpreted as taking pictures of girls with biddies, or XXX Tentacion, who got shot in the neck. More recently, he alluded to the shooting of X again on his album Per Law.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like this, bruh, Drake is too damn smart, petty, I feel like it's like a double entendre. Like, he meant it both ways.
Which was described perfectly by my good friend Martin.
We know that.
This is probably one of the most controversial disses on her loss. Now, this can be directed at anybody, but when you break down the lyrics, maybe I should break that 20, you get 2 10s. Do a 5, if it gets live, do another 5, you now have 3 10s. 3 10s is 3 X's in Roman numerals. And we all know who this...
Bro, this nigga's too... See, this is what I'm saying. This nigga's too fucking smart. He's too smart. Bro, Drake is too smart, bro. Let's stop.
Drake and his mom on live. XXX Tentacion.
What made it even worse was the fact that before X died, he put out an Instagram story saying, if anyone tries to kill me, it was Champagne Poppy, aka Drake. I'm snitching right now. To this day, a significant number of people believe Drake has something to do with the murder, especially since he was named in the court documents for X's case last year. But that's not the only conspiracy theory Drake seems to be a part of. After getting cooked on Pusha T's earth-shattering diss track, Story of Adidon, it was rumored that Drake had laid down a vicious response for both Pusha and Kanye, who had gotten himself involved in the beef. However, Jay Prince, label boss of Drake's label boss, said that he had to step in to stop it since it went too far.
You know, my reasons for pulling the plug.
Okay, I got a question, y'all. Do y'all feel like this beef with Kendrick and Drake went further than the Pusha T, or do y'all think it's just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Pusha T had way heavy hitters because he came with proof. Like, yo, you got a kid. Name the kid in the song. Then that brought like old pictures, blackface. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. Yeah, Pusha T came with it. Pusha T came with it.
And having that conversation with him to pull the plug was simply because it crossed the line of music, you know what I mean? And that's a song, I'm sure everybody heard it by now, that's disrespecting Drake mama, his daddy, you know, his friend, that sick 40, that crosses the line of music. You know, not only that, from a business perspective, for Drake to have to go somewhere out of his character to do what I know what he was about to do to Kanye, and both of them would have been damaging, you know what I mean? And I spoke with Kanye.
Right.
So Kanye, you know, he explained to me, man, I'm a family man, and I don't want this either, you know. And me and Kanye got a history.
But as we know, in 2024, things are not looking good for Drake in the diss battle side of things, despite him stooping to the opponent's level. However, on a lighter note, we have a conspiracy that Gucci Mane got cloned after being released from prison, which he seemed to buy into.
I really support her denying those accusations.
But if you want to hear about this theory, you can click this video on the screen. I also got a lot more of these, so if you guys...
Man, y'all get at my boy. This nigga dropped a W video. W editing. Actually, now I peeped it. But if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. And also let me know like which like y'all think is the craziest like rap conspiracy. Love y'all. Stay safe when we out. Ugh.